Bitch is always being weird in this weird fucking place. Trying to keep it up with me. I be moving at my pace, 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 pace. I be moving at my pace, 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 pace.
You don't know what day it is, dude?
I'm sorry, I didn't get the memo.
It's Halloween, bro. You're supposed to dress up.
Shit, man.
It's actually November 1st, but it's all good.
I'm embarrassed now.
No, you're good. You're
Oh,
good.
wait, hold on. This is not going to work. How about now?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
For sure.
You could
Let's do it.
maybe try putting it on a them hat,
Well, wizard DJ. Yeah, that's actually very true.
but it might not work. Or just put the headphones like in front of you and shit. Oh, actually, that probably, I don't know. Might stretch out the hat, but. Oh, yeah, there you go. That's what's up.
We are good to go.
Looks like a fucking, like an old birds lady hat. You look like you're in the fucking Central Park feeding pigeons.
Rubbing shit on people's faces.
Yeah, dude.
I'm in Central Park and I'm going fucking...
Are you sick still? I
I'm-
got a little sick. I got like congestion in here.
Last week, like directly, well, like right before Halloween, I want to say like on Thursday, I got super duper sick and I was sick for almost 4 days and it sucked ass. I had COVID. Like a month ago.
Really?
Yeah, I thought COVID was gone by now. I thought Joe Byron got rid of COVID by now.
I went last Tuesday. I started feeling sick on like Sunday kind of or Monday night, and then like my buddy's like, "Hey, you want to go duck hunting?" We leave like 1 a.m. I was like, "Fuck." All right, and I went, bro, and like we left at like 1:30 in the morning. It's dark. 1:30 in the morning. We're driving down, and like I'm in the car with his grandpa, and his grandpa is just like, bro, it's almost like stage 9 pneumonia, bro. This guy's like, he's just like, and like, you know, the gurgle, like the phlegm, the mucus, just like vibrating their throat. I'm just kind of in the car, I was like, oh my god, bro, this guy's sick as fuck,
Gonna
dude.
catch old man's disease.
And he's like, no, it's what it is I had COVID a few months ago, and what it is it's like the residuals of COVID. Like, I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, no, that's what the doctor was telling me. Like,
months.
you get COVID, and they're like, you feel good, and then a month later, like the aftershocks of COVID kind of hit it a little bit. I was like, I don't know what that really. He was telling me that, like he's telling me that his doctors or like kids in college, and I'm like, oh, okay, well that
Interesting.
yeah.
It's funny because usually old people only
take
trust
this off,
old
dude.
people
Shit's
as
hot.
well. Yeah, that's true.
You're good. You
It
keep
was
talking.
super sexy though. The viewership just went down by a lot. I think you were arousing them.
Because of the fucking mask.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think you had them all spiced up for the podcast.
I'll keep the chains on though.
But
fucking.
yeah, you almost caught old man's disease.
I probably did, dude. I mean, no, I knew I was already kind of sick going into it, and like, let alone like it was fucking 50 degrees out, and I'm out in the swamp water setting up these decoys and shit. It's fucking horrible, dude. Like, actually, my buddy texted me today. He goes, "You want to go again?" And I'm like, like I've gone enough times. It's like cool experience, but like it's never fucking like.
It's never fun. I mean, well, it's incredible. It sounds to me like, I mean, I've never hunted before, but it sounds to me like it's incredibly rewarding. It's like it's a lot of. I mean, the way that like Joe Rogan or other people that have hunted talk about it is so romantic. It's so like, oh, we were out and we were glassing for weeks.
It's like a cool thing to try, for sure.
Yes,
And
but
like,
there's also a chance. It's like fishing though. It's like fishing, but way harder because if
100%.
you don't, imagine you're sitting in the mud for fucking 3 days and you don't get anything.
And we go with a buddy who like, has hundreds of decoys, and like you got to get out there in the fucking. We got to put these waders on, which aren't a big deal, but like of course. It's like you got duffel bags of this shit.
These are duck hunting?
Yeah. And it's like you take like 2 or 3 duffel bags that are probably easy like 80 pounds each. And like, of course, where you parked, like even though the guy is in a wheelchair, so we get like handicap accessibility spots because there's like a lot of spots you can go throughout like the fucking course or whatever. And, so usually we get like the best, closest one to us, but still like, it's like 200 yards, there's dragging the shit, bro. At like fucking, you're on no sleep, bro. It's 5:30 in the morning. And, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm a guy to stay up late. Like, I go to bed at like 4:30.
Same.
But like, you start shooting at like 6:10 in the morning. So you're like super tired and like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Like, and I was kind of sick too. So I was like, but I mean, it's a cool experience. Like, the only thing I really like kind of like appreciate about the idea of it is that once you do kill a duck, that like when you like cut out like the breast, which is, by the way, skinning and cutting out a duck's like breast is kind of too easy.
Yeah.
Like you like just like ripped off like the feathers that come off like almost like it's like a wig, and you can literally just like rip its skin open, bro.
Yeah.
It's kind of like almost like ripping open like a bag of like fucking Cheetos almost like.
Jesus Christ, it just pops out.
Yeah, and you just like it. But like I don't like the taste of it, bro. It's fucking gross. It's too like it tastes like sheep. It tastes like a barnyard.
It's gamey.
And I'm like, I still have some in there, and I'm like, I don't want it. Like I'm good, dude.
Yeah, it seems mostly it's for the I don't know. It's for the experience of it all. It's almost like fishing. It's like how often does anyone fish and eat the stuff anymore? I feel like that's a very like deep south thing to do, is to actually eat what you're fishing. Because I mean out here, I've never done anything but catch and release. I think maybe in Havasu before we've actually eaten what we caught and stuff. But how many did you guys shoot?
Like 60. No, I'm just kidding. No,
Holy shit.
Can you turn that off, by the way? The little thing, because it's just like fucking, dude.
Did I
so
just
much.
click it once?
There's another button
We all
on the other
fogged
side.
out?
Yeah, just like because it's fucking like mango scent, and it's just starting to
mangoed
reek
out?
in here, and I can hear it. Dude, these mics are so sensitive.
They
Thanks.
do be.
But no, we got I think 7. I mean, the thing is like, because you're like almost in a jungle, and he's got a trained dog that'll go and get the fucking ducks.
Yeah.
And like sometimes the dog doesn't see it, or you shoot one and then just fucking, but it's far away and like it's in the boot and you're like can't get it. So we probably shot like maybe 14. But
If you would have rolled with
7.
60, I would have believed you.
I don't. No, you can, dude.
You fucking
Like,
shot 60 of them.
like we go to a shitty like if you really want to shoot, you go up north and like dude, like I've seen like pictures of guys with a fucking mount like with like 60 ducks, and I'm like
do
that's
with all those
ridiculous.
ducks?
I know at that point I'm like dude,
At that
like
point, it's a little overkill.
I'll get like
No
2
pun
or
intended.
3 is fine for me because then I can actually eat it. But at the same time, like 60, bro, what are you doing? Like making fucking ducks? Like there's no way. There's nothing you can do
Duck
with all
soup,
that.
a giant fucking stew.
Yeah.
Do you think if you like? I mean, obviously, in a world where you can go to the store and just buy whatever meat you want, you wouldn't eat duck. But if you, for survival purposes, you think that would be a fine thing for you? You wouldn't mind eating it.
Yeah.
You had to cook it and eat it. It's fine. It's fine. Like it's okay.
To like what? Just like
No, if you had to eat duck to survive.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I would probably stick with fishing for sure.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, but at the same time, like you could there's a lot of birds in the air you can shoot, but like legally you can't.
You seen Alone on Netflix?
I haven't, but I know what you're talking about.
It's a good show. Yeah, no, I was watching the most recent season of Alone. That's a fucking nuts show.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know if I think it's like 10 people in total that they get to be on there, and it's like obviously like a contest. They drop them off at different parts. I think the one that I was watching was probably in like Alaska or something. It was super cold and it was super like wet. And then they were right next to a lake, and obviously everyone's trying to fish, everyone's trying to do shit and whatnot, trying to get food, and like they're foraging for berries. But I mean, you can only eat berries for a couple days before you have to have like protein in your system before you start getting weak or whatever. But like it was so funny because like a couple people had already fallen off. We're down to like maybe 5 people like halfway through the season, and this one guy, I forget what his name is, but he cemented himself pretty early on as being good. Like I'm a good fucking survival guy. I'm a hunter. Like I could do this. Like day 2, he shot like 2 birds, 2 grouses. And he was good for like a week to eat, and he was like chilling. At some point, like everyone's starving. Like it pans over to each individual contestant. Everyone's starving, and this fool takes down like a big ass buck, like a huge buck, and he builds himself a literal smokehouse. And it's like God. I haven't even finished the show, and I'm like, this guy's got it in the bag.
Yeah,
he's got a fucking buck on it. There's grizzly bears too. Fuck that, man.
Dude, it's like Primal, bro. It's like the idea of like just like living like a barbarian, bro. You know, like the biggest guy. You couldn't do it. You know the biggest guy who does that shit. Have you seen fucking Liver King?
Of course.
So you know this guy, right?
Yeah, he's a king. I love Liver. The thing is, like, I love Liver King for the same reason I love Alex Jones. Like, I know there's a lot of it that is hyperbole and supposed to be funny or whatever, but I like how unapologetically fucking nutso this guy is.
Bro, let me play some shit real quick for you. Hopefully this isn't loud.
10 ounces of some bone-in skin-on sardines, 3 ounces of some fresh sashimi-style testicle. We have our vegetables. We have a huge pile of carbs. We got some Liver King concoction in here with some grass-finished
Carbs. What is the carbs?
And last but not least, here are my good friends, my condiments. my farm fresh fermented ketchup,
Maple syrup.
my maple syrup.
Yeah, dude.
And then
This is what Liver King gets to eat today. Liver King out.
Fuck, man.
Testicles right away.
dude,
Liver.
so okay, so yeah, so
We're watching him pretend. We're watching him pretend to like this shit for the bit.
I think he does. I think he
Yeah.
actually does genuinely eat it.
I think he
Because like
does.
I have been looking into it, and like liver
Protein.
is like one of the most
Bone marrow.
nutritional thing you could
Potatoes.
possibly fucking
Yeah.
eat. Like hold on, I want you to eat this real quick.
So I guess, in a way, the testicles are like the vegetables.
The testicles
Yeah,
are
it is
the
vegetables.
testicles are the vegetables. That's an M&M bar.
They're good for you.
And then so he.
Tastes great.
Oh wait, he's getting the liver
The
right now.
difference is these are unequivocally good for you with no chemical defense systems.
Yummy.
Just pure nourishment. No collateral damage. If you don't know what I'm
This
talking about,
motherfucker's just eating like cranberries out of the can, bro. It's like
Dude,
chopped
what
up.
the fuck?
the carnivore code.
What was that though? He said it's like sashimi style
illuminated.
fucking balls or something.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, like testicles, and then he also eats fucking bone marrow.
So for
Fuck,
instance,
I didn't know that he did full eatings of this stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen him introduce it, but I haven't seen him eat it. This is actually pretty nuts.
Oh yeah, so watch this. Watch it.
and you scoop that pure marrow right out. The butter. Look at this. Look, oh my god. Are you kidding me? Look at that.
So excited.
Look how juicy.
Yucky.
And it just scoops right out
Was that from a cow?
because
I think so.
I didn't take it right out of the fridge. I left it sitting out for, I don't know, 30 minutes, an hour. So it's room temperature, if not a little bit above room temperature.
Oh, he's fucking it.
Yeah, dude. This
It's like
motherfucker just
actually enhanced.
I can't believe it.
slurps
Suck it
dude.
right out of the thing.
So like,
The
he's
consistency.
so good, bro. He sounds like he's about to cry.
Yeah, he
dude.
loves it so much. The consistency of that doesn't even. I can't imagine is like tasty to the layman. I don't think it's
No.
tasty to.
You don't think
regular-
so?
No. The thing is, it's like it's probably an acquired taste because I assumed this whole time that he was pretending to like this stuff. I
Yeah.
thought like as part of the bit. But the thing is though, like how you pointed out that he's like, oh, it's so good. It's
Yeah.
like it's so primal. He's like,
You think so?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves it. It's primal, no pun intended. That's his whole thing is primal.
Yeah.
But it's like it came from within. It came
Yeah.
from his heart. He really loves it.
Yeah. So
He's
so here's the thing. I went to the butcher shop today.
you fucking piece of shit. You know what? Here, listen.
I got something for us to
So
have on
Spencer,
here. Yeah, I had something for us to try.
I was
here.
like, why are we watching Liver King?
I got a little cooler, a little Playmate, okay?
Fuck me, man.
And I got a little
I'm-
something for us.
I'm so ready to get primal. What is it?
Okay.
Oh
So
my God.
I haven't had any of this either, bro. So I got us some raw liver.
Oh man.
Okay. And then I
Holy
also got us
shit.
some bone marrow.
Fuck. Is it room temp just like Liver King likes it?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's been sitting out for a few days, so.
Oh, fuck off, dude. Wait a minute.
What?
How was this hard to get?
Not real. I mean, kinda, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Let me move this computer. Oh, and also,
so relieved.
I guess I should have built up too. We can appetize with some crickets.
Fuck me.
don't know what
I have narrowly avoided eating crickets this whole time. Dude,
You don't have to eat these crickets.
No, I will do it because I'm on camera. What flavor are they? Sour cream
Dude,
and onion or something?
Bacon and cheese. So it's kind of, I don't know. When I went
Mm. Sounds
hunting,
yummy.
we have this like play on joke where we're with people like in a car for a road trip that like usually you stop at the gas station and get like a fucking snack.
Yes.
I always like to go in and buy somebody the most fucked snack I can find. Like I'll get like my buddy like a fucking PB&J, but like it's I don't know. No, I'll get like freeze dried shrimp, just with the fucking
Fuck yeah,
eyes and
dude.
shit. And then
Fuck
like
yeah.
so we're always doing that. And then like you get the crickets. Mm-hmm. So here I got a little chalkboard.
Fuck me.
Also, he also seasons. Dude, this is gonna be so fucking disgusting.
This is
bro.
gonna be awesome.
I don't know if I can even do this, to be
The
honest.
studio
with
is a litle too nice to have liver just flying around.
you.
No, this
no,
will be
we're good.
fine. No, this
Yeah,
will
dude,
be
we're
good.
fine. We're fine. I'm gonna clean it off eventually. Actually,
Fuck yes, dude.
here we got chicken liver.
Shit,
dude.
this looks so fucked. You know what's funny is
Dude,
that
it's like fucking goddamn Fear Factor in a way, dude.
yeah, holy shit, it's really come full circle.
Oh, and I got us a little spoon so we
Oh
can scoop
my-
out the bone marrow.
The thing is, like, let me tell you what I thought the surprise was. Last week I was supposed to come on this good old pod, and I got sick, or I forget exactly what happened to where I couldn't come on the pod, and I told him jokingly, like, I'll bring the one chip challenge. It's funny because I'm looking at this stuff and I'm relieved that it's not the one chip challenge. But
You're relieved?
yeah, my fucking lady was telling me, she was like, you're gonna go to the hospital if you eat the one chip challenge. I'm like, what?
Yeah, you should be fine.
Oh man, this is something else.
Yeah, bon appetit.
Bone apple teeth. This is gonna be so.
Boner apple queef.
This is gonna be tasty.
Oh,
I'm so excited.
dude, this is so fucked, actually.
Oh, you got the maple syrup too?
So yeah, so I was like, I kind of wanted to like maybe like
Does he put it on everything?
I don't know, you can like he puts it in the bone marrow. So okay, so here
man.
let's. What do you want to start with, dude?
I think we should do the liver first. I think the bone marrow is gonna be a good dessert.
Okay, let me open a beer, dude. I don't know, man. Like I feel like I might even throw up. Are my keys right there so I can open up this? I'll just use this.
Yeah.
Actually.
Ooh. Oh fuck, man.
Dude, I like when I go to parties and shit, and like people, I'll be like, "You have a bottle opener?" I'm like, no. And I was fucking. I'm like, actually, I can just do it with my teeth, and I'll just like put it in here and just like, and like act like, and people freak the fuck out, and I'm actually not doing it, just the reaction.
I have been biting my fingernails forever, and I don't. So I never have a nail on me ever. They're always disgusting. But whenever I open like a Monster can, I can't like get under it, so I open it like this, and everyone
it.
always roasts me for that. Everyone always roasts me for that.
Okay, so here's the situation.
Fuck, here we go.
So I went to so I've been like trying to figure out how to get this shit right, and so I'm like, I'm not gonna go to like Staters and just buy it, you know. It's like you got to go to a butcher shop. So I called a bunch today, and like, dude, it's funny because I'll call like straight up like Mexican markets, like, hey, do you guys have liver? And they answer in Spanish, bro. I'm like, you guys got liver and bone marrow? I'm like, no. I'm like, okay, thank you. And then they just hang up. And I was like, what the fuck? So I found this guy out in Laverne, and I go out there, and I kind of was expecting to find it. I guess it does make sense. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I was kind of expecting it like different. But this was like frozen, and then this I asked, and he went back and he cut it. He's like, "How do you want it cut?" I was like, "I don't know. Like, is this a question that anybody should know?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's funny because I showed up and I got.
Show up the video of Liver King. Just be like, I want it like if he has
I know. That's the thing is I didn't want to seem like a little cuck fucking idiot where it's like
Yeah.
cuck, but like you know like the idea where like kids are like eating Tide Pods and shit. Like I didn't want to be like that fucker because the thing is I walked up and like I thought that he would already know what's up. But I walked up and said, like, hey, so I'm also, you guys liver and bone marrow? Like, yeah, liver's right there, and then the bone marrow's in the
right
back.
there.
I was like, okay. Yeah, I'm going to eat it raw with some friends. I said, I'm going to eat it raw with some friends. And the guy just goes, you're going to eat it raw with friends? And, like, I was like, no, yeah, but I got to, like, sanitize it, you know what I mean? Like, immediately I was like, oh, shit, maybe I shouldn't do this. And he gets a call, and he's like, oh, hold on, dude. And he's like, he talks to this guy. I'm
He's
like,
gonna eat it raw with his friends.
it's so,
The friends part is almost more shocking than the raw part.
So, I mean, like, bacteria-wise, I don't know. We can wipe it down or some shit. Because it did come, like, it is the butcher shop's actual own liver, so I'd imagine it'd be good. We could cook it. But I'd imagine with the bone marrow, like, you're fine with this.
I don't see any trepidation, man. I think we just gotta YOLO it.
Okay,
And
so
if we YOLO it and die, then that's
we'll be
cool
fine.
for the
If anything,
pod.
we'll just get severely, like, food poisoning, but it's all good.
That's fine.
And, like, I've watched him, like, because the reason why I was watching him, and he
Yeah.
went on Bert Kreischer's
He
Bertcast,
did.
and he did like a thing where he's like, I wanted to know like, notice how you guys feeling a little bit. So this is chicken liver. I
can't
know.
wait to feel like Liver King.
This guy, I don't know if he eats chicken liver because everyone cuts it up to chicken liver size.
Mm-hmm.
But like, there's obviously different kinds of liver,
Yeah.
and so I'd imagine
it wouldn't be too different. It definitely looks like the same consistency as what this guy's rocking with. But
so.
yeah, no, I'm excited.
So
man.
we should grab a piece of their dude. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
This is
I'm down.
fucked. We'll grab a piece.
What does it feel like?
It's like a gel, dude. I don't know, man. I'm like,
It's
grab it.
gelatinous.
Dude. There's everything is. I'm like, I'm gonna grab a smaller piece. Grab a
Fuck.
smaller
You
piece.
should have grabbed a knife. That's what you should have grabbed.
I can grab. We're primal, bro.
Yeah,
we're cavemen. Just
the cavemen
we'll just
didn't
pull
have
off a
knives.
piece.
Oh my god, it's very proteiny.
It's
Wait, we got to put maple syrup on it, right?
well, he put maple syrup on the bone marrow.
Oh, what about
This
the salt?
this he just kind of salted it. Like it
Okay.
is. This might be way too much fucking salt.
Yeah.
Uh,
This This is gonna be epic.
But I think it's good. Like, it is from, I don't know, man. Hey, you ready?
Cheers, baby.
Hold on. This is so fun.
Ah, dude,
I
you're
know.
good.
Okay.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
I know.
I have this blind sense of bravery because I'm on camera.
I think we're just like, hey, cheers,
For
bro.
the hose,
Bon
for
appetit.
the hose, whatever. Bo- mm. Oh. Whoa. Down. It's down the hatch. It tastes like
Just put a little bit out, but
ooh. The aftertaste is crazy. It's very irony. There's no
Yeah.
It's not blood though. There's no blood. Wow. Incredible. I feel really primal right now. Holy shit, man. That was
I did spit a
hard.
little bit out.
I've never eaten anything like that in my life. Holy shit.
It is very irony.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
fuck.
so it's metallic going in, it's metallic going down, and now my whole mouth is metallic. It is like, you know what it tastes like? It tastes almost like what a fucking weird thing. It tastes almost like eggs. Kind of.
Yeah. I see. I know what you mean. Yeah.
It's egg. The consistency is very like over easy egg.
Okay.
Fuck, man, that was tough.
That was tough. You
know what? Fuck it, man.
go for another
Not-
piece, dude.
Listen, if this no, I'm not definitely not yet. I'll think about it. I definitely think it's not something I could eat every day.
No.
If it's like a superfood, if it makes me look anything like Liver King, I could eat it. It's not the worst thing I've ever had. I have a feeling this bone marrow is going to suck a lot.
Well, the thing is I don't know because it's almost
The bone
like
marrow is also really hard. I thought it would scoop out, no?
it should be able to. I think like we just might. I don't know. It might be fucked actually. We might have to just really work for this shit. 'Cause
Oh, no.
It has been sitting out for
Oh,
okay.
no.
thing
This is
is
scooping out like ice
is,
cream. Oh, shit.
When we when I was looking at that for the bone marrow to cook it, you have dude. That shit's pretty gnarly. Maybe it's just because it's chicken liver.
Yeah, no,
But
I feel like I should. Just thinking about the consistency is everything. If that was more like an egg or maybe less like Jello,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have minded it as much. The metallicness isn't that bad, but it's very strange. I think that's the only reason it's gross. Like, it doesn't taste like shit, but it's just so alien. It's so foreign. Like, it's so nothing I've ever.
yeah.
I'm very glad I tried it. I hope I don't get sick.
No, we'll be fine. We will be fine because it is like
I'll
from a
eat-
butcher shop. So it's like, are you gonna go for?
I'll do one more.
Hold on, let me record this shit.
Last dab style.
Oh, this shit's been going. Yeah, put some more salt on it.
Fuck, man. It is so fibery. Like, pulling this apart feels like you're what I would imagine ripping a guy apart would feel like. Ripping a person apart would.
Like, it is not that bad, but like I don't know, man.
There's so many tendons.
yeah.
Yeah, it's very tendony. It's so fibrous. Oh my god. What? Nah, I'm going for a small
Oh,
piece.
okay.
I'm not doing the big guy again. Holy shit. Bottoms up. Let's get primal. Doesn't get easier. I don't know why. Just like do it like a pill. It'll be good. Holy shit, man. Kind of good. It's low key pretty fire.
Okay.
Liver, not bad. Not bad at all.
Okay.
I was half expecting to throw up. The fact that you didn't have a trash can ready. Do you have any type of paper towel?
Yeah, let me go get some real quick.
Show.
Oh man, that shit's still in my mouth, bro. It is very irony, dude.
Yeah.
It's ironic, bro.
Okay, now it tastes like blood. Spencer is gone. I've got liver on my hands. I haven't been on a podcast since I did my own podcast when I was like 18, and we're eating liver. This is an excellent show, guys. The bone is crazy though. Look at this. We're gonna scoop it out like ice cream. Oh my god.
So fucked, dude.
I'm just playing with it. How much did it cost though? Yeah, let me get one of them baby wipes.
Yeah. I'm not too sure because I also bought fucking alligator. We could eat
No
that.
shit.
Yeah.
Wait, are you guys doing that tomorrow night?
Yeah, I'll probably cook up tomorrow night.
I would love to have alligator tomorrow
Yeah.
night.
So yeah, I got a.
If we don't fucking die before tomorrow,
that'll be
yeah.
fine. I think honestly, I feel like the amount of nutrients will over counter the bacteria. But.
Yeah. I think when you become primal, the bacteria doesn't hurt you. If the thing is like the odds of us eating chicken liver and getting sick, and this guy eating whatever he wants and being fine and being buff and cool, I think it's fine.
Well, I think he's just very also like accustomed to eating that.
You watched his house tour?
No.
It's good. It's real fucked up because he always Liver King doesn't wear shoes.
Yeah.
He wants to be connected to the earth all the time, and his house has like. I don't know if it's cement floors or something, but he has everything he does is primal, and it's super. Oh fuck!
No,
It looks like fish. It looks like crab.
So back to your question. So it was $46 total, but the alligator was the alligator alone was like almost 30.
You know where the alligator's from?
I just said wildly caught, and I was like, all right. There was like ostrich and shit, and I was like, oh fuck, I should get ostrich steak.
You get a
But the
whole
thing is,
smorgasbord.
It was so small that I was like, it's like everyone would be fucking.
Everyone.
Crocodile, the alligator's still pretty small, but like still. So
Yeah.
the liver was like $7. It was like
Okay.
something a pound, so it was a little bit more than a pound, and then so I don't know.
You got a pound. You got over a pound of liver.
Yeah, there's like more in the fridge, bro. I
are
don't
you
know. I guess I'll cook it. You know?
I think you should make everyone try it tomorrow.
I could.
So scooping it out isn't. Maybe he's just buff, but it's not as easy as he makes it look. That's for darn sure.
Just get it in there, dude.
Oh man, it looks like tuna.
So-
what does it smell like?
Oh my, dude, it smells like cum.
You're lying.
I'm not even kidding you. This is the most accurate smell of cum there is.
Interesting how it does smell like cum.
Dude.
Wow!
That's-
Holy shit! It smells
Dude,
like
that
cum.
smells identical to
Woo,
cum.
hopefully it tastes like
Dude,
it too.
imagine the butcher shops just fuck with me. They're just
just-
like, let's just
yeah,
let's fill this bone marrow with
with
just
cum.
cum.
It's just dried semen. Oh my god. Yeah, I think his might be a little more thawed.
Yeah,
Did you buy
well-
them when you bought them? Were they frozen or were they refrigerated?
So the liver was frozen.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and
That thawed out in that like 3 hours.
the liver was frozen and it thawed out. And then the bone marrow was in the back. So he's like, "How much you want?" I was like, "I don't know, bro. Like, just give me some." He goes, "All right, do you want to cut like canoe style?"
It smells fucking crazy,
dude,
dude.
it smells just like
oh
cum.
my god, dude.
So if you cook this shit, when you cook bone marrow, it'll just turn into like almost like melted butter, or just come out.
really,
So
like if you cook the bone and you just pour it out. Basically.
yeah. This is a big ass fucking thing. Okay, so I'm gonna throw maybe maple syrup on this guy. I think I can't
Thinking about eating cum right now.
I know, but I can't imagine that the bone marrow being worse than the liver.
No, I can't. I can't imagine it now that we've smelled it.
This might be way too much.
All right, I honestly think the more maple syrup, the better for this.
Okay,
whole-
wait, no, hold on. Yeah, you're right, but also at the same time, can you grab me one of those paper towels? I'm gonna get some of this maple syrup off. I gotta get at least like. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Gotta fucked.
There you go.
Okay. This is, dude.
Thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah, no problem.
This is epic.
Dude, it is astonishing
Astonishingly.
how much this smells just like cum.
The maple syrup doesn't help.
Oh, you chopped yours up, huh? I'm going whole.
Now it just no.
I think it
didn't-
just no. You
I
know what?
definitely didn't chop it up.
I think
it just flaked out.
Because it's just. I think it should just taste like fat.
All right, here we go. Let's cheers it up, baby.
Fuck.
Boom. Boom. Not this one. Not this one. What's up? That consistency. The consistency is not it, Chief. That was not going good.
Oh god.
Don't. Now I'm thinking about cum.
I had a lot. Okay, hold on.
I thought about cum.
I got it down. It wasn't that. It actually was. It was.
It's in my teeth.
It wasn't as bad as the liver at all.
We have total opposite opinions.
I think
about
I had
his whole experience.
I think That definitely wasn't as bad as the liver. And I had a
The
lot.
liver was good. The liver tasted like eggs.
It was very waxy.
It's still in my mouth.
It wasn't bad. I think I had almost too much maple syrup because it tasted like candy almost.
Yeah, you had a whole spoonful. I didn't. I drizzled a little
But
bit.
I had a lot of fucking bone marrow.
Yeah, you had a big chunk. I had a little bit less. I don't know what it was. I don't know if I tasted I didn't taste the cumminess, but I definitely thought a lot about
no, I
cum.
don't taste the cumminess at all.
And I also
tastes,
ate it like right here where I could smell cum.
It
So,
tastes.
yeah.
It really does taste like it. I think it really is just like fat.
Mm-hmm.
Just like when you make a bunch of like steak and something like that, and you put it in the fridge and you take it out, and there's just like the fat, like the freeze or like
Yes.
that dried oil kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think that's all it is because it just tastes like that kind of.
Yeah.
But it
It's
is very
the
waxy, bro. It's
consistency
almost like
for me.
it's almost like eating fucking candle.
Jesus fuck, man.
It wasn't bad. I think the maple syrup really does help.
I really
sure.
enjoy. I'm very glad you surprised me with this wonderful experience.
I don't think I could have done it without the maple syrup, to be honest with you.
I don't think. You want to try it? I mean, you enjoyed it so much.
I can't because like it was like I was trying to internalize like what it was actually tasting like in my mouth, that I think it was just really fucking with me. And like
Yeah.
it wasn't bad, but it's definitely something you got to get used to for sure. And I don't think I could really just go back in. Dude, the liver is. I don't know how we should.
I love the liver.
I'm
the liver king.
You want to go for more? I think
I'll take another bite of liver.
Oh my god!
I'm the liver king now. Shit. Hold on. I just have to get a small enough one. If it's small enough to where I can eat it.
It was too big
and,
for
like,
me that I had to chew it up, and then I was.
See, maybe that's why I enjoyed it so much, because I barely got it in my mouth, and then I fucked around with it, and then I swallowed it. But I definitely didn't chew it to completion. Liver's good, man. I can get down and get funky with some liver. Yeah, definitely throw a little bit of this on the grill and just see what happens tomorrow.
Oh yeah, no,
I think,
for sure. You can cook it.
I've never had liver cooked or uncooked. That's actually true. Hey. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Yeah, I can't believe I definitely. Okay, so it's not enjoyed. When you go into something that you expect is going to be heinous, when it's not as heinous as you expected, then it tastes kind of good because you expected it so.
It's amazing how much this tastes. This smells just like cum. Like it is.
Not good cum. This is the cum of a man who smokes cigarettes and eats
Mountain Dew and mac and cheese.
Yes,
cum.
Mountain Dew, mac and cheese. Wow.
All right, I'll get this out of the way.
Oh man, it's almost like bleach.
So I can't. The liver is pretty fucked for me.
What an epic surprise, Spencer! You really outdid yourself. You think this is the grossest thing you've done? Have you done any challenges on your podcast?
Oh, for sure, got to be the grossest. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've done anything that made me like fucking gag.
Wow. You got to do more of these, like Rhett and Link style.
Rhett and Link style, yeah. Dude, that's pretty fucked though, for sure.
I can't do the liver. Do you want to
You want to do like? You can't do the bone marrow?
Huh?
You mean you can't do the bone marrow? You can do the liver.
Yes, I could definitely do the liver. Do you want to like break and then put this shit away?
Yeah. We'll do a little cut.
Sure.
We'll do a cut.
Fuck. How do you enjoy? Did you enjoy your dinner?
Oh, God. It wasn't that bad, but like it was pretty. I mean, the liver was fucking horrible, dude. I don't know how you were able to do the liver.
Let's get our dessert cracking.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is Logan, by the way.
My name is Logan.
What's your last name, actually?
I like to keep that a secret.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. My last name is Allen. A-L-L-E.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Got 3 first names: Logan, Shane, Allen.
Okay, so yeah, this was like, dude. There's like dirt on it because there was like fucking
Hell yeah,
taken in
it
war.
looks like it's
legit.
been through the ringer.
But
wait, you got that on the way to hunting?
Ethan did. My buddy Ethan went in there to get it for his brother as a joke. Mm-hmm. But it's bacon and cheese, which is really fucked. And
so none of you tried it?
No, it's not even been open yet.
Ooh, cracking the seal on some fresh crickets.
I feel like this has to be the easiest thing we've eaten tonight.
Yeah, for real. I feel like if I were to try to drug someone...
I have had crickets before, but like...
If I were to try to drug someone, I would put the drug powder or whatever it is on the crickets, Jeffrey Dahmer style. So
on the crickets, dude.
Because it's so lighthearted. It's like, you know, it'd be funny if we ate some crickets right now. Yeah. It's not like let me pour you a drink. It's like I'm just wacky and cool.
Yeah, that actually isn't a bad idea because Well, first of all, you're gonna hope to God they're gonna want to try the crickets.
Yes. If
But
not,
also,
hey.
if they do try it, they're like, I feel kind of sleepy. You're like, oh, it must be the crickets. You know what I mean?
Maybe the crickets make you sleepy.
Okay, so these are also the biggest crickets I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah, those are big honkers.
Some of these might be pregnant, so I
see
don't know.
one of
You
them
just
boys.
go in there and grab one, dude.
Pregnant crickets. So we're eating multiple in one.
You can, man. I was just gonna throw one back.
Oh, dude, I got the thickest one.
Yeah, you really did. That's the one I was like, that one's pregnant.
You know what it smells like? A cricket. It smells like a dead insect. All right, I'm gonna get my fucking water ready.
I had a wait. I had my buddy Chris over. He's like a chef, and we were barbecuing in my back, and he catches a fucking nasty, massive fucking like grasshopper. And, you know, if it was a grasshopper, it was fucking massive. And he throws it on the barbecue and throws it back and eats it. And he's like, yeah, dude, in like 30 years, this is probably gonna be our food. And like, I can actually kind of see that happening in a way.
Yeah, that's when I die. I hate insects so much. Like, just holding this in my hand is terrifying to me. I hate insects.
Okay, hey.
All right, dink it and sink it. What's the cheers thing that you do where you slam the shot down and go one for the fuck you, one for the...
I don't know.
Matt tried to teach me that, and I fucking forgot
One for
it.
the hoe. We can call him up, actually, but...
Yeah, let's call him after these crickets. All right, dink it and sink it. That's not bad at all.
That's not bad. Yeah, if you got the pregnant one.
It's not good. I wouldn't like to eat it. Or I wouldn't like to eat that. I got wings in my mouth.
You know what it tastes like? It tastes like
You crunch down on it and it kind of goes away.
it tastes like burnt popcorn, or like you have a chicken wing and there's a burnt part and you just eat that.
That's a good part usually, though. That's usually my favorite part of
Like
the chicken.
black, just
Yes,
absolutely
sir.
burnt.
I love that.
Tastes like burnt popcorn.
Dude, whenever I go to In-N-Out, I
Probably
ask
because
for
it's
my...
also fucking bacon and cheese flavored.
True. That's a bad...
You
That's
want to
a
go
bad...
for more?
I'm good. I think I'm good. Let's
Dude, how fucking confused is our stomach right now?
literally. Our stomach is
Our
like,
stomach
what are you
had
doing?
like consciousness. They'd be like, dude, what the fuck is all this?
All right, I'm now calling...
Oh, no, here, do this.
Oh, you got it on the thing?
Yeah.
Are you doing it on the laptop?
No, I got a, where the fuck's it at? I think it should work. I don't know, I might have to set it up, but, what do you want to talk to him about?
I want to ask him what the shot thing is. The shot chant.
It tastes like, fuck, it sounds like Dr. Laura, dude.
Dr. Laura.
This guy's also sick as fuck, too.
You're like, what? He just asked me right now he just texted me asking me if I want to play Overwatch.
He just texted you?
Yeah. Like less than 10 minutes ago. He's probably beating his sick meat.
He probably thinks I'm going to fucking invite him over or something like that. He's like, I don't...
Your call has been
Wow.
Because he thinks I'm going to, like, want him to come over or some shit. He's like, doesn't want to be the bad guy. Tell me to, that he's sick.
Yeah, he likes to do that. Matt's a
I'll
very
do that
courteous
too
guy.
sometimes. If I know someone's calling me because they want to like invite me somewhere, which is rare. Like I'm not gonna be like I don't want to go, but like if I know I have something planned that I know is gonna be a lot better than like what the other guy wants to invite me to, I feel like if he calls me sometimes, I'm like fuck. I'm just gonna let it play out, and then I'm gonna text him like, yo, sorry, I was in the shower. What's up? And then I'm gonna drag it on long enough where he does invite me. I'm like, I'm already at the place.
You know what I like to do is I like to make when people call me. Let's say I have plans for 8 p.m. and my friend calls me and he's like, "Hey, bro, you trying to go to this rave at 9?" I'll be like, "Yeah." I'll literally pick up the phone. I'll be like, "Yeah, bro," and then I just ghost him. And then I'll make like 4 or 5 plans and I'll just pick which plan I like. I'm just kidding. That's a fucking asshole move. I feel like I've done that before, like because I want to be like, "Yeah, bro, I'll be there. I'll let you know," and then I just don't show up.
I mean, like I'll do that, like in a way, like definitely, like.
Yummy. I feel full. I feel like I had a good long dinner.
Yeah. No. How do you feel, buddy?
Yeah, I feel incredible. I actually feel really primal right now.
I supposedly like because liver is like the most like I'll look it up again, but like this fucking liver green, it is like legit the most like fucking like I guess organ or body part that you can tell like ingest that has the most nutrients, where it's just
Yes.
like, packed of shit,
And it tastes like it.
Fuck, this thing is recording this entire time. That's fucked.
Wait, recording what? The screen?
I was recording the screen.
Oh,
For
shit.
like 38 minutes. This is gonna be so fucked.
I think that just by picking up the liver in your hands, you can tell that it's the most nutrient-rich part of the animal because it like there's so many tendons. It just feels like it's teeming with life.
Yeah, but like also at the same time, like I feel like being it as the liver.
Fucking 2 shots of vodka, bro. Holy
I feel like
shit.
as it being the liver, it's the filtration system where it like basically like filters out everything.
Yes.
It's like that's where it catches all like the nasty shit.
Yeah,
at
it's
the
got
same
a lot of
time.
nasties in there too.
But like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like I get it being like a filtration system where like this has got to be like fucking filled with all kinds of like good shit, but also like bad shit. You know?
I would not, as long as it's from a chicken or some kind of like stock animal, I wouldn't assume that it would have bad stuff. And also,
you wouldn't need a kidney or a liver from an alcoholic. Oh yeah, maybe I'm thinking of a kidney.
imagine you.
The fuck does a liver do?
That's what dies when you drink alcohol. It does filter.
Your liver, right?
It
Or
filters.
the kidneys?
No,
yeah,
I
liver,
think both
liver.
of them. I think both of them have kind of similar purposes. Let's learn.
I mean, I've definitely taken enough biology. I should know this, but at the same time, I'm like,
let's learn biology.
it's
on
like
a
when you're
podcast.
told about it. It's like, you know, when you're asked to learn something, you don't want to learn it. What the fuck
Yeah.
does the liver?
What does the liver do?
What the fuck?
This is fresh.
The liver's main job is to filter the blood. Okay, so that is why there's so much iron in it,
Filter
because
the
it filters the
blood.
blood from the digestive tract before passing it to the rest of the body.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
But also,
What does kidneys
the liver
filter?
also-
What then?
The liver also
Your pee-pee?
detoxifies chemicals and metabolizes drugs. As it does so, the liver secretes bile that ends up back in the intestines. But this is like probably humans, obviously, because like why
Yes.
people would be thinking about. But it's got to be the same function for like fucking.
Yeah, but I mean,
When
what's
in
it
terms of
called?
like detoxifying chemicals, is like what the fuck are chickens really eating unless it's like artificial
nothing.
shit.
It's
you know?
feed. It's
But yeah,
nothing.
filters the blood from coming from the digestive tract. But like I feel like filtering the blood, that it's probably got all the shit in the blood that isn't like supposed to be through, you know. But at the same time, what the fuck is really in blood that shouldn't be like that chickens will be eating? I don't know. There's probably all kinds of like shit, but at the same time, I don't know.
Yeah,
But
they
that is-
feed them shit. And
that
they
is
make
why
them fat
it's-
and weird.
A liver is a lot of blood because if it filters the blood, that's why that makes sense. Why it's so much like it tastes like iron.
Yes, it's very irony. Completely devoid of blood, though. It's got like a red tinge to the liquid that comes off it, but it's not blood. Thank God. If it was just a ball full of blood, it probably would be a lot less.
Yeah,
good. Blood is also really good for you to drink. I think. I could be wrong.
I don't kinda. I mean, I don't think
Only if
so.
it's human blood.
I don't think so. I mean, like I've definitely like heard. Okay, there we go. I don't know, because I don't think it's like good to actually drink blood because it's. I can't. I mean, I don't know.
I think it's got a lot of protein in it. I heard that somewhere recently, and I don't know where it was.
because or else we'd all be drinking blood. But at the same time,
That's true.
But then again,
There's a lot of people that do that. I've seen many a TLC show about people that call themselves vampires and drink blood.
But I feel like
Drink
at the
their
same
spouse's
time,
blood.
that logic doesn't really make sense, because like if the liver is the most nutritional organ you could be eating, then why the fuck aren't we all eating liver? Probably because it's disgusting. But like
yeah,
at the same
probably 'cause
time,
it's gross.
I don't know.
That's the thing is, like, I attribute exactly what you just said to the reason I have struggled with weight in my life. It's everything that's good for you sucks, and it's expensive. You go to Sprouts or Whole Foods or whatever, and you're like, dude,
exactly.
this fucking Bing Bong berry is fucking real expensive, and it
$80.
tastes like shit, but it's
Yeah.
like make you feel good. It's like,
I
will it?
know.
Maybe it will.
You're
Probably
like,
will.
dude, do I want to buy
Kale.
this? Dude, like Costco. Costco's got this fucking. It's $34, and it's probably like this size. It's maybe like 2.5 cups of pine seeds, and it's $34. And I'm like, that shit probably tastes really good. It's probably really good for you, but like,
Yeah.
I can also get quadruple the amount of food to eat at McDonald's
Yes.
for an eighth of the price. You know
It's
what I
way
mean?
tastier and yummier.
I know.
Make you feel way worse after, but it is what it is.
But it's not crickets, dude.
I'd like to stop down and talk about how this is my first time being on a podcast since I did my own podcast. I started a podcast called Essentially a Podcast. It's still on Spotify and it's real cringy.
I feel like there is a podcast right now that is actually called that.
Really?
Essentially a podcast.
They bit me and I'm gonna sue them. But yeah, no, all of my stuff was I had Essentially a Podcast. Essentially, I did.
Oh,
an
you know what
art
it is?
show.
Sorry, I don't want to cut you off. I have friends that made a podcast called Essentially a Podcast.
No shit. Interesting. I started mine in like 2016 or 17, and I just wanted to like interview my friends that were like local like musicians and stuff, and it was super cringe. Like the first episode was my buddy Alfred. Shout out to Alfred, you're amazing. And
Sounds like a name that should be a guy who's like at least 80.
Alfred Abalone.
Oh my god.
Cool name, right?
Yeah, that my fucking couch is to start levitating right now.
He has a. How did it levitate?
No, with that fucking name, bro. It sounds like a Harry Potter spell.
Alfred Abalone is his name. He it's funny because he changed his name like within the past year to like a stage name, like a different thing that isn't as cool as Alfred Abalone, and I've told him that. But Alfred Abalone is so good.
Make sure to let that fucker know, dude.
No, I've told him a bunch of times, but he shout out to Alfred. He's into the NFTs. But I did an interview on him, and it was in my garage, and it was the worst. It was probably the worst production value in the history of podcasting. I had my blue snowball, and I had another mic that was definitely not for podcasting. Yeah. It was a mega sensitive like room mic. So I just had two shit mics that were just fucking bouncing off of each other, and it sounded like absolute dog shit. And then the second one I did with my friend Matt Wainwright. That one went a little bit better. The third one had like this crazy reverb issue. I just wasn't good at making podcasts. I was kind of slightly
good.
There's a lot.
Dude, like
so much that goes into it.
It really does. Like I'm still not even done yet, and it's been like more than a year.
It's so much work.
I started actually with these two mics, and like not these two headphones exactly. It's those two. But it was just this, and then like this recorder wasn't even like this. I bought this one, but it was a different recorder. And it was way better, but like,
and everything you buy makes everything better.
Like this wall wasn't here. That shit there's nothing. Like it was just like it's wild. You can watch the first podcast, and it's super echoey, and like, but it's like you gotta start somewhere.
You gotta start somewhere. The thing is, like, podcasting is I think podcasting is harder than people give it credit for. Podcasting is super saturated now, and I understand that it's like kind of a cringe thing to be like, I'm starting a podcast.
Yeah, I don't tell anybody about that shit.
You shouldn't.
I don't really brag about anything.
No. I feel the same way about talking about podcasting that I do about talking about getting fucked up. It's like you're out fucked up with people, and someone's like, dude, you want to hear the story about how I got fucked up? It's like, nah, not really. Unless there's something real crazy that happens, it's usually, oh, dude, I got fucking this drunk and I fucking fell over. It's like, cool, dude. Like, we're all fucked up right now. We're doing that right now.
Yeah,
no, it's not
exactly,
a story.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think podcasting is harder than people give it credit for. The funniest part about my podcast, though, is I think I did 5 or 6 total episodes. The second to last one, I did it with one of my buddies who was a rapper. And I knew him from high school. He was kind of a delinquent. I still know him. Still a very cool guy. I'm not gonna name any names, but it was.
What's his name?
His name is Jeremy.
I could cut it out.
It's not Jeremy.
Okay.
Let's just say his name is Jeremy. I was interviewing him, and he's so fucking dope, but he incriminated himself the whole time.
Yeah.
It was all stories that were epic stories of just doing bad shit. And I think that's why I didn't put it out. I didn't want him to maybe get. He was not only about bad shit from high school, which is actually very funny and like good to listen to. I would actually like to put that part out because I really enjoyed it. Yeah. But then at the end, it was like, here's the bad shit I'm doing right now.
No, I know exactly.
And here's my name and my Instagram.
It doesn't really happen on here, but it has happened.
You haven't had many rappers on here.
No, but it has happened. Like I did a podcast with my buddy Corin Ryan, and I cut out like an hour's worth, and it was also like a 3.5 hour podcast.
They're just going on
because they were talking about shit. It wasn't incriminating, but like it's about shit about people that like we're friends with.
You know,
because that's one thing. It's like, I want to talk about whatever, but the thing is there's always repercussion with just me personally that I have to deal with.
This is
like,
Rancho. This is a Rancho podcast.
It has been brought up. There's been several times where I've been kind of like called, not really called out, but like in conflict where it's like, I had Ethan on talking about like, even talking about it, bro. Again, it's like I had him talking about the story of this girl, and then she like messaged him, and she's like, "Oh, really? That's what fucking happened?" And blocked me, like blocked both of us. And it wasn't even a story that was bad. And then there was another time where I had Corey on talking about like this one girl he was kind of like talking to out in fucking like Temecula kind of area.
She
and, like,
heard it,
and she heard it like within like 10 hours of me. And like these get like nothing. Like I just like the podcast. Like I'm just like starting to post, like I'm building it up, but like these get like maybe 30 views or some shit. Like it's not even that big of a deal, but like people were like, the people who I don't want to hear it, you know. Yeah. It's fucked. But like
that's the funny part is when I was doing my podcast when I was younger, I don't I don't have any of my family on like social medias or stuff like that, and I just don't really see a need to. But I was like, I remember being so like, I don't want them to see my podcast. I was like, no, I don't want my mom to see it. I don't want anyone that's in my family, like in a certain box. I don't want them to see it. Yeah. And if it ever, I mean, God forbid, it blew up or something, it'd be insane. But it kind of ties into the final episode of my podcast that had never come out as well was with my buddy. Not gonna name him.
Jeremy.
Even not. His name was Baramy. No, he. It was. The thing is, like, I'm not even gonna go into what we talked about or who we talked about or anything. But I had a friend on who was a musician who had previously been on the podcast. I don't even think that first one came out or anything. Yeah, there was. I probably recorded 10 episodes and released maybe 5. But we went over to my grandma went away for like a weekend or something, and I was like, dude, bring a couple beers, we'll get a pod going, we'll talk shit, like whatever, we'll talk about your music, whatever. And then we just got way too drunk, and we're just talking shit about the whole city, like every person that we had ever known from high school. We're just airing them out, like this fucker did this, and this girl was like, what, like that, and it was just like. And then right after, like, he texted me 2 days later. He's like, "Hey, you're not gonna put that out, right?" And I'm like, "No, absolutely not."
Yeah. That's the hard part, dude.
You gotta bury it forever.
It's like, it's the idea of knowing your audience. Like with me, like when I'm with a group of people, I know what to and not to say. I guess for the most part with people, you know what I mean? Like not even like, because the first thing that comes to your mind is like hard R's and shit. But like I'm talking. I'm talking about
you know how much we say that.
I'm talking about like there's just like some things where it's like obviously like if you're talking shit on somebody, like you're like good heartedly, but at the same like if Matt was here right now, like we're like, dude, this fucking scumbag piece of shit, but like he knows we're just we love him and shit. But it is the idea where it's like podcasts, or it's like there really is no know your audience, because like you can't really say anything, like no matter what you say, there's always gonna be somebody who's gonna be bummed about it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But that's like overall like general statement. But like when you're talking about somebody specifically, with like if it's just you and me without the podcast, we're talking about somebody. It's like if they like listen in on it, they're like be pretty bummed. But so it's kind of hard to like on here. It's like you don't know who the fuck's gonna listen to it and like what's gonna happen.
100%. So.
Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to have you talk about, dude, is the first thing, dude. At the park, dude. That's like one of the funniest stories.
What do you mean poop maps at the park? What does it have to do with the park?
These are all different things. Poop maps is something that you mentioned that there's in the app.
Oh, the park story. Yeah. Well, I mean, speaking of telling stories about being drunk, I mean, I was talking about telling stories about being drunk, like it's kind of cringe, because it is cringe if it wasn't a good story. But this is a pretty fucking interesting story. I was when I was 17 or maybe even 16, I got my car at like 15 and a half. I was driving a white Volkswagen GTI, and I loved that car until it took shit on me. But it was my birthday, and I was very stoked to go out and get fucked up, just like any 16, 17-year-old. I think it was probably my 17th birthday. And my buddy, shout out to Matty F., he had kickbacks at his house all the time, and I thought that we were going to do my birthday at his house. And like not even maybe a couple of hours before we were supposed to go over there, I think something happened and we couldn't do it there anymore. So we ended up rerouting to the park.
And he lived like right across the street from me, right?
No. So the thing is, he lived pretty, not far, but like probably 5-minute drive away. But I had already started driving over there, I think, and he was like, yeah, we can't do it. So I was like, oh, fuck. So hit up all my friends. We just decided to do what we do a lot of the time and just go to the park next to my house. I think the park next to my house, shout out to Kenyon Park. If any high schoolers are listening right now, you can drink at Kenyon Park. Just wanted to know that. You could drink there. Don't drink at Arbor Park. Don't drink at Windrose Park. Drink at Kenyon Park.
What about Disneyland Park?
Yeah, drink at California Adventure Park. But yeah, Canyon Park, that's where we drink at a couple, like every now and then or whatever. So the thing is though, it's right next to Canyon Park is right next to my house. Like it is barely around the corner. I'm just telling everyone where I live. Come to Canyon Park. I'll fucking just square up with me at Canyon Park. So we get there and fucking we're all drinking. So because it's right next to my house, I decided to park like around the corner from my house. So my mom knows I'm not home. I'm probably at a friend's house, and that's that. But I'm at the park drinking with my friends. So we just get fucking fucked up, just like any group of kids does. It's probably maybe 1 a.m, I think. I'm trying to think. Like midnight or 1. And everyone's disbanding, everyone's going home, and so I'm about to head home or whatever. So I'm like, well, can't go inside the house now because I'm too fucked up. My mom thinks I'm at a friend's house. I think my mom also thought I was staying the night there, so it'd be weird for me to come back all fucked up. And so I decided, like, I'm just gonna sober up a little bit in my car, come in at like 1 or 2, she'll probably be asleep, and I'll be good to go. And I'll just tell her, like, yeah, we couldn't stay at Matt's. I came home, I didn't drink or anything. So I'm in the fucking car, like around the corner from my house, and I'm just wasted. I'm totally wasted, and I'm listening to music, like real loud, and with my windows open. And I have, not only is my window open, but my door is completely open because it is the optimal position for me to be slouched in my chair and have my feet up, and I'm just like smoking a cigarette like an idiot. And I'm smoking a cigarette. It's probably singing along to like Sublime or something. I don't fucking remember what I was listening to. Probably like Neutral Milk Hotel. And then like maybe 10 minutes into me lounging, I just see fucking headlights come around the corner and park right in front of me. It was a police car parked right in front of my car, like no shit. And I'm like, my heart just falls into my fucking balls. I'm like, dude, this is not it, Chief. I'm dead. I literally pull out my phone. I text my friend Jenna. I was like, I'm dying. Like, my life is over. I hope you know that. My life is over. I'm underage drinking. I'm in control of a vehicle that is turned on at 1 a.m. Curfew. There's everything. I have all these strikes against me. And then that car pulls up right in front of me and shines his beam on me. And I'm like, fuck. And then not even 15, 20 seconds later, another cop car pulls in directly behind me on my rear bumper. And I'm like, cool, this is epic. And then just like those two came in, a third cop car comes in and completely pins me into the spot. Like, there's no, it's the curb, and then I'm surrounded by 3 cop cars. And I'm like, dude, it's fucking game over, man.
Guns
it's so
drawn,
game over.
yeah.
I literally was like trying to think. I thought about jail. Like, I got arrested like maybe a year later for shoplifting, like an asshole. I'm not a fucking criminal. I did shoplifting one time and got fucking arrested for it. That's how much of a criminal I am. But yeah, and I was like, what is jail like? Like, I was just thinking, like, so many things are going through my head. Like, fuck, like, I'm gonna die. So I stupidly get out of my car and with my cigarette in my hand, and I put like the peace sign up, and I'm like, hey, like looking at the cop in front of me, and she's like, why are you getting out of your vehicle? Stay in your vehicle. And I'm like, oh fuck. So I get back in the car, and then the cop walks up to me, and she's got her flashlight in my face, and I'm just smoking a cigarette, and she's like, do you know where 7132 fucking Blazing Road is? And I'm like, yeah, it's like right around the corner, probably down there. And she's like, all right, have a good night. And then they all fucking left. They all left, and I was good. And I was like, I was so lucky. I've never been so extraordinarily lucky in my life. I felt so good. Probably because of my complexion.
And then you just fucking shit and piss yourself.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I was shitting bricks. I called every person that I knew and was like, you won't believe the shit that just went down. But yeah, I don't have a lot of run-ins with cops. I mean, I haven't been pulled over that many times. I don't drive very fast. Yeah. The only time I ever sped, I got a ticket, and I got fucking like a $375 fine or something like that.
Yeah, I had a situation kind of similar like that. I was up in Heritage Park with my buddy Brody Allen, also last name.
Nice.
We were
lit.
He had like a Colorado, a Chevy Colorado, just old, like, well, not old, like 2007, like a pretty decent little mid-sized Colorado, and had no fucking like back door. You know what I'm talking about? Like the fucking hitch door.
Yes.
There's no hitch, and we were just drift in the back of like the high school. And one day we were like, dude, let's do it at the fucking Heritage Park. So it was like 4 of us just in the back of this fucking truck, and he's drifting at like fucking 40, 45, 50, just ripping up this entire fucking baseball field, dude.
It's going crazy.
And then we all park, and there's like 3 of us, and there's 3 cars of like fucking full people, and there was like probably like 12 of us. Cops show up, they park next to Brody's car, and he's like, everyone sit down. We're all sitting down on the curb, and and like he's like, "What are you guys doing here?" And like as I'm looking at the cop, and I look past him, and I just see Brody's truck. Just his fenders were just absolutely like fucking like just 4 inches of just grass, just stuck all up in his rear wheel well, and it was just fucked. And like,
what did the grass look like?
Of what, the field?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. It was nighttime, so we had no idea.
Okay.
It was just ripped the fuck up, and there was just grass everywhere.
Probably looked like fucking aliens visited.
And he's like, "What are you guys doing here?" We're like, "Oh, we're just hanging out, sir." And like, it was the most ballsiest fucking thing I've ever seen, because I was like 17 at the time, and like 3 of the guys there were 18. One of the guy goes, "Hey, I'm 18. Can I leave?" And he goes, "Yeah." The cop goes, "Who here's 18?" And like fucking 3 people raised their hand. One guy raised his hand who was 17. And he goes, "Oh, you guys can leave." We're like, "That's how that works?"
So you guys are just stuck there.
So he left, and they were just stuck there. And he goes, "All right, well, you guys are good to go." He had no fucking idea where they were drifting.
Wow.
And it was just like, oh my God, bro.
It's like taking a cookie out of the cookie jar, and you got chocolate all over your fingers. Like,
yeah,
no.
He's like, "What have you guys been doing?" You're like, "Not eating cookies." He's like, "All right, you guys are good to go." Yeah. He had no fucking idea, because if he did, we'd be fucked.
Wow.
And I remember we went to the car wash right after, like the do-it-yourself shit. Mm-hmm. And like, I was like, "I'll wash your car, Brody." And like, I was so like into washing his car that I did everything except for all the grass. He's like, "Dude, you didn't even fucking get the grass." It was a pretty funny situation, but like, that was like a situation like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I had another cop thing, but let's go into one of these other guys.
There's another one, dude. I want to talk about.
Wait, hold on.
Real quick though. Also, is we did our first fucking. Well, you did your first stand-up comedy. I did my second one.
Yes, we did fucking stand-up.
How was that? How'd you like that?
I feel like a podcaster now. I feel like I do stand-up. Now I just got to drink Liquid Death and fucking get a. What else do what's like a podcaster trope? Oh yeah, we got to get sponsored by Blue Chew.
Blue Chew. I have Blue Chew in there if you want to take one.
I'm good. Right now?
yeah.
Let's just take it.
Yeah.
Wait, let's do a blue. Next time we gotta do like the gray sweatpants Blue Chew
challenge.
Yeah, we all sit down and
we're gonna watch gay porn, and then we can't get hard.
See who doesn't get hard.
Yeah,
that'd be epic. No, but
you did pretty good, dude. I'll at the end of this, I'll post ours on there. But like,
yes, definitely post both of our sets were pretty epic. Yeah, no, like it'll segue into what I was gonna talk about, but like Spencer did stand-up comedy for the first time, like what, maybe 2 weeks before we did the second set?
Probably like a month. He does it every 2 weeks, and then I missed one.
Probably like a month and a half ago, I would say. We went to Spencer's first one, and it was super good. I remember he gave us like a little like taste of what he was going to do before it, and like, I mean, we were just bouncing ideas off each other, and I was kind of helping him workshop shit or whatever. And it was epic, and it was super cool, and it was super nerve-wracking. It was like 5 minutes leading up to you doing comedy for the first time. We were like having to convince you to like it was gonna be good, and you're like, "Dude,
when they call the guy up before, because the guy does this fucking thing where he goes in the hole, which is the third person, and then up next this person, and then now is this person." Yes. So but the thing is the first time he did it, he didn't do in the hole. He was just up next and then this guy.
Yeah, you gotta do in the hole. In the hole's a big deal.
But it was like, dude, like it fucks you, like, because you're nervous, and you're like, when they say your name, you're like, fuck, here we go, bro. You like start to get like lightheaded, you're freaking the fuck out. Like I had mentioned before on here, is like when he said I'm up next, that entire set of the guy before me, I was calm, collected, like just cool, just like chilling up until that fucking point, and then I started freaking the fuck. I was like hyperventilating. I was like, I can't do this shit. I'm freaking the fuck out, bro. And you weren't like that, dude.
Spencer Watson.
You didn't seem like you guys were like that. You guys are definitely nervous.
I was like that in my head.
Yeah.
I went in the bathroom and threw up and took.
Did you really?
Took like a fear dump. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. I swear to God.
That's what's up, dude.
I had to. I was like, I didn't know how to get that nervousness completely out of me.
But real quick, knowing you guys are going up with me this time made it a lot easier for me.
Yeah, it's like gang shit.
Yeah.
No, but like so you went on that first time. It was epic. It was super cool. It was like fun to see you do that. And then you hit me up like a night before, maybe. Like I had talked rumblings about me doing stand up for forever. Like I've always been telling my friends, like, what if I do an open mic, and I'll riff a stupid joke, and I'll be like, no, definitely don't. And but like a day before you went on, you were like, you want to help me with shit, I'm gonna tell you all my stuff on Discord, and then we can like go through it and see like whatever. And I was like, yeah, for sure, whatever, I'll help you workshop it. And then you told me your whole thing, and I kind of helped you make things a little bit more concise and like kind of put more concepts together and stuff, whatnot.
Because what's in your head, you're like, I know this content like back of my hand, but like no one else understands it the way I do.
Yes,
so it's like
exactly.
I need to get like an outside perspective.
100%, and I totally understand, and I was happy to help you do that. But then you were like, I was like, well, I'll do a set tomorrow, but I don't have any material. Like I didn't write anything. I didn't prepare. And then you were like, what about when you said of that story about shitting your pants or when your blind grandma was watching
I want
TV.
you to talk about that one too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I was like, oh shit! And I didn't realize that you are like the most observant.
Well, I had been
son
recently.
of a bitch of all time, and you're just writing shit down.
Yeah.
We went to Havasu like a week before we did the comedy set, and you every time I would say something funny or anyone would say anything funny, you just write it down, which is super fucking dope. And it's
I had
very
to, like,
admirable. And it's so perfect because you literally gave me my entire like 7-minute comedy set like the day before. The only other exception was a really bad joke in retro. I've showed this joke to like 10 people after my set, and they're all like, "This is fucking retarded." And it's the me or the heights make me hungies one.
No, dude, that's it. We were actually like we kept
is-
talking about that. It was funny.
The joke is, what's the deal with helicopter food? I'm going on a helicopter soon. I just want to know if there was any.
Yeah.
Heights make me hungies.
Yeah.
I can't.
Well, like, dude, okay, so just even the way you said it, it doesn't sound funny, but like when you present
when
it,
I do all the physicals, yeah,
when you
it
present,
makes
you're
it
like, hey, who's got,
Yeah.
So what's up with helicopter food?
Yeah, you gotta do the
and people are like,
Seinfeld.
oh, this guy's doing, and then you give it a pause, and you're like, because I've never been on one, and like,
This one
that's what
never
I'm saying,
was.
like,
Yeah.
because that's the whole setup.
Yes.
But the thing is the way you say it is it's the way like you just got to tone and shit like that.
Yeah.
Pauses makes it funny.
It's everything, and that's. I mean, I feel like writing material is half of comedy. The
It
other
really
half
is.
It's just
Like we're
organizing
saying, like
how
this.
you're
I've
gonna
done it
go over
twice, bro. You've done it once. Like we
Yeah,
know.
I think we're
Like,
seasoned veterans at this point. Yeah, dude.
Because the thing is, we've
I mean, been around the fucking block.
not to be not be conceited and stuck up and like but like we kind of know like funny shit. Like,
Yeah, for
not
sure.
even just for me, just being like, oh, I'm a funny guy, but it's just like you get it from like other people.
Yes.
People tell me all the time like you're funny, which is just which is also doesn't really make sense. Like that, it doesn't give a backbone either. Because some girls are like, so many people say I should do stand up comedy. I'm so funny, but like you're like, dude, that's not
Yeah, there's a big difference between being funny with your friends and being funny on stage at in a comedy venue, and that's something I kind of have to get over, and I have to kind of work myself through because. I mean, in a lot of cases, it's like you might think you're funny because you crack your friends up, but it's like, how are you going to crack up a bunch of people that don't understand you or your mannerisms or anything like that? But that was epic, and I want to do it again. I just have to write.
Hey, we'll do it
more
again.
Stuff.
I'm gonna go tomorrow actually, or Thursday at the Ontario Improv. I was gonna do one today, but I was like, I'm not really.
That would be
trying to do it
November
today.
3rd, right?
Yeah, but I'm actually gonna go there and like help film him. A guy do it a set because I'm like trying to help out Max because he's doing his like setup and stuff. So
He's doing a set. Max is.
no, he's not doing a set,
Oh.
but he's doing like a production setup for some guy, and he's doing like
Who do you know?
I don't know off the top of my head, but he's been tagging me every single day like in this shit. But I'm gonna go tomorrow or Thursday if you want to come with me. It's pretty
I'm
fun.
super down.
But
What are you doing on Friday?
Oh, I don't know.
Mike
Something.
Falzone in LA. It's gonna be pretty epic.
I'm down.
Mike Falzone's fun.
I know. Also, I might go to Flagstaff too in Arizona because they're doing a tequila sunrise, which is they do once a year. Everyone wakes up at like 5 in the morning and everyone starts drinking. All the bars open at 7 a.m.
Interesting.
And it's packed as fuck. It's really fun, but it's also one of those ideas like it sounds fun, but once you go to bed like fucking 3, 4 in the morning, then you wake up at 1, you're like, oh, I'm not feeling it. Oh, I got a drink, bro, and there's like fucking 80 Jello shots you got to throw back.
Is it like
It's
a festival? You think there's gonna be a lot of people?
Oh yeah, it's absolutely, dude. It's the thing is like it's absolutely like the whole town is packed to fucking people. Like it is insanely packed, and it's there's like lines to get in and everything at 7 a.m. People are throwing the fuck up. Last time I went, dude, we look outside the window. There's people butt ass naked racing like in the streets. People throwing up, and like I'm just like fucking. There's boogers in my eyes. It's like 6:30.
You
I'm
need
like,
to. What I was gonna say when we were hanging out before this podcast, I was trying to save all the magic that I had thinking about for the pod. And I had a couple things written down. One of them would be wanting to make a documentary, and I think that like we need to document certain things. I think you got the camcorders, you got mics, I got mics. We could even get one of those cool like wireless fucking Channel 5 style mics, and just do that like gonzo journalism style documentary. Like, let's interview people at the fucking tequila sunrise that are fucked up or whatever. Yeah. Let's go to some fucking flat Earth convention, whatever those guys do.
Yeah.
I think that'd be super epic. I think
That'd be
it'd
good. I used to
great
vlog actually
supplemental-
with that camera. I would vlog for like 2 years. I was vlogging a lot of fucking shit, like on the camera, and they're like,
Really?
I mean, personally, like, I mean, when I edit it down, I'm like, I fucking hate it, but like, it's really funny shit. Like, it's good stuff. You should watch them, but like,
Vlogs are,
but they're like, most of the shit's like, people throwing up or something like that, and they all get taken down. Like, I had a manager at one point, and they were like going through my shit, and like, I was kind of pissed because they changed all my fucking video thumbnails and titles, and it was like, watch me, my friends, do some funny, goofy stuff, and like the picture is just like me, and I'm like, dude, are you fucking serious? Because like I would spend time like photoshopping like all crazy shit that happened in the video, and they were like around 6-7 minutes, and like I put them all in like in the thumbnail, and like, and so they changed them all up, and they deleted some of them, but like I get it.
That's
but at
the
same
yeah.
time,
That's
it's, like,
that's the
fucked.
nature of the entertainment beast is the thumbnails.
Yeah.
You gotta put like a red arrow. You gotta put someone going like you gotta do a David Dobrik.
Look at this, a fucking reaction.
What? Are you kidding me?
I don't. Hopefully, I think it's going to change a lot. Like Elon Musk did just buy Twitter and shit like that, and he's trying to like just be like all open about it. And he's trying to bring ideas. One of my buddies, Elon tweeted, he goes, "Should we bring back Vine?" And one of my buddies like, "Dude, Elon Musk is going to bring back Vine." I don't know where the fuck he's got that from, but like, if he's going to bring back some kind of like software system, like kind of like TikTok or Vine, where it's like you can just post anything, like that'd be so fucking dope.
Yeah. Could you imagine? Well, I was gonna say, could you imagine Vine if there was porn on it? There was porn
no, there
on
were.
Vine.
There definitely was. I remember
Yeah.
Danny Daniels. She was a porn star. She would always be like Bush, and she would always say
Show her
and she would
literal
show her
vagina.
bush. Yeah, it was funny, but I'm like, but it's fucked now because like I was on TikTok and I was on there for like 2 years and I had a good following and like people like we were saying earlier about like the idea of like if it does blow up, it got a good amount of traction where I was getting like fucking millions of views. It was insane. And like I don't brag and I wouldn't bring. I'd be like, hey, check this out. I didn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
But people would come up to me like, hey, dude, I fucking saw your video, and like or people would send me shit. I'm like, is this fucking you? I'm like, yeah, it's kind of weird, huh? But like. It was a cool experience, but like it got fucking permanently banned because like it was just a beer in the background, like guideline violations. So now when I go on TikTok, I'll go on there until I get pissed, which will be like fucking at least 30 videos.
Yeah.
Or like at most, I'll scroll
Yeah.
through and I'll find something that piss me off so much because it's going back to like the Musical.ly days where it's like some kid just like just being super goofy and like they're like let's showcase that, and I'll get pissed.
I have the completely opposite experience with TikTok currently. I don't get into
you're
Musically.
telling me,
I love TikTok. TikTok is my favorite. I like watching it. I enjoy getting on there. I mean, my algorithm does kind of move around. Like me and my most recent significant other, she's amazing. She watches a shit ton of TikTok, and because I like to send her the dog ones, it just gets. Now I just see a bunch of dogs all day, so I have to kind of not interest some of them. But like, oh, my TikTok is like old people that don't understand how to use it is one of my favorite like lanes of TikTok. Yeah,
Audrey!
Fuck yeah, I gotta talk about that too.
We'll end with that one, dude.
Yeah, no, that's a good story. But yeah, no, freaking, people with Down syndrome Dougieing. I like that on TikTok. Yeah, I love all that shit. I like fucking one of the ones that I wanted to do like a bit about on stage was there was a guy who he did a really long like story time style video. He's in a like a hospital bed and he's talking into his phone and he's like very obviously it looked like he was recently in intensive care, like he's been through some shit. He's got like fucking patches taken out of his head and he's
I
just
know what
like
you're talking about, yeah.
He's like, what's going on, guys? Like,
Is his teeth fucked up? Does he have like one tooth kind
no,
of?
different guy. But he was telling, I told you this story. He was telling a story about how he works at a soup kitchen and there was like a homeless guy that was being kind of rowdy and the homeless guy was bugged out because he wouldn't give him like more food than he was supposed to give him. And he's like, buddy, like this is my job, and like technically I'm like not allowed to give you like more than we do give you. So sorry, like nothing I can do. I don't make the rules. And the guy's like, all right, well I got something for you. Like whatever, I'll be back. And he went.
Oh yeah.
He went back to his locker. Like they have these little homeless people lockers in the soup kitchen sometimes, and he comes back with 2 swords. He had a sword in each hand, a sharp, literal fucking swords. And when this guy was on his break, this homeless man just mercilessly attacked this guy with 2 swords. And he cut his arms and legs until they were like just hanging off of his body. So now this guy has no limbs. Yeah. And he's doing a story time on TikTok. That's why I like TikTok. I don't get people doing the renegade. I don't get people doing the trendy dances. I get.
And before this, you showed me that video of that homeless guy who
rubbed shit on a guy's face.
Was it another homeless guy?
Huh? No, totally different. Yeah, totally different.
Do you know why he had the guy's shit in his hands?
So, I think there's not like that much context. I'm pretty sure if you find it on like LiveLeak or Reddit or something, someone will tell you. But it's just I know it's not the guy's shit that gets the shit rubbed in his face. It's the homeless guy. It's the guy that's holding it. That's his own poop.
Oh, okay.
He shit somewhere, picks up poop in an old like napkin or like food wrapper, and just there's this guy like sleeping on the ground, and he just fucking shoves it right. His poop attacks.
So nasty, bro.
It's so good though. I prefer that over like if you do like a drive-by shooting. I think a poop attack is way more cool, and I honestly think like the current state of gangster rap really needs some more poop attacks. Yeah. In other countries, it's like bleach or acid, like powdered acid attacks.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
I think poop
fucks up their face.
Poop is a little bit fun. I think poop is kind of fun. It's lighthearted. It's fucking disgusting. Poop is crazy.
Yeah, it is. And there's no long-term effects besides like just like mentally just damaging. But
yeah, we I think one of I think the first time I was here at Spencer's house, we were I was just coming to check out this podcast room, and they were watching these pretty insane LiveLeak videos of people dying and people getting hit by motorcycles.
That was your first. Oh, that was your first time.
That was my first time here.
That was a podcast I just finished with my buddy's brother.
That is me. My bad. Dog.
No, you're good. You're good.
That is my friend Ray. Ray's got. I love Ray. Anyways, but yeah, we were all sitting here on the couch and we were watching videos. I was like, oh, it's this kind of party. We're watching videos kind of party. So I decided to show him my new favorite, which is going to segue into another thing I want to do, but which is this. It's a Predator video, and there's obviously Chris Hansen To Catch a Predator was a super popular show. One of my favorite things in the world to watch passively when I'm not doing anything is to watch To Catch a Predator. And
we watched. I don't want to cut you off. Just real quick.
Yeah.
The last podcast I did, I played that video that when you came over and you showed me the Chinese guy at the fucking. I played that on here.
Yeah. So oh, you played it on the pod?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. No, yeah. I was just talking about how much I love that video.
It's so good.
Yeah. No, I love Chris Hansen, and I'm starting to really enjoy these freelance predator catchers. You know what I mean? They're incredible. And I hope they keep doing what they're doing.
Oh, they're going to.
Yes, absolutely.
Because there's content with it, and then plus they get money off of it.
It's great content. It's incredible content. And
part of me like wish I watched the whole video because like he's like talking to the cops. He goes, "Yeah, no, it was no big deal. Like I was just like just calm." And then like you see him in the store. He goes, "This guy's trying to meet up with a 13-year-old boy." Escalating the situation on purpose.
See, that's
so there's a problem with it, but at the same time you're like, fuck it, dude. Put him in the spot.
That's the thing about these predator catcher people is sometimes the people catching the predators are not great.
Yeah.
For example, Chris Hansen, not like an incredibly stand-up guy. Definitely not a child predator. But sometimes the people behind the veil are kind of fucked up. Yeah. Like the guy that, do you remember EDP? Eat That Pussy 445?
Yeah. I was telling you about that guy. I was like, I liked him, man.
When he got caught up, the guy that ended up catching him was fucking awful.
Yeah.
Like the guy that ended up catching him was like a weird racist piece of shit. But then we have all these crazy freelance YouTube predator catchers, which they're cool. But they do cause a weird scene sometimes, and I know it's to prove a point. And I know it's to rattle the guy's cage. We're gonna get him in a Walmart. We're gonna get him in a. I've seen ones where they go to their wives, like they literally will come to their house and be like, "Hey, let me talk to your wife."
Yeah,
that shit is
it is good
crazy.
Justice. Like at the same time, it is good. Like those videos, and one of my favorite type of content I don't watch that much anymore is people who fuck with scammers.
Yes,
and they'll fuck with them for like
that
days.
Shit's good.
And I do that too on Instagram, but like through text. But these guys talk to them on the phone.
Yeah, that shit's
good. And they fuck with them hardcore. Those are the best, dude. Like, it's because it's like just shooting back at the fucking people. You know what I mean?
Scammers and bots are so rampant now. They're just like a part of our vernacular. They're just a part of our daily life. In the like I get probably 10 text messages a day from different advertisements.
Yeah,
and
I got a text yesterday, bro. And, I deleted it. But it
have
was
you
just
seen like the straight up pussy that you see on fucking Instagram? Like if you ever look at your stories, like on my story, there's at least 4 or 5 bots that's like, I want to suck tonight.
Yeah, no, I'll get followers from people. That's Betty
like,
Johnson.
fuck
I'm like,
my
who
ass
is this, bro?
right
And
now.
I'll
With a bunch of emojis.
Sometimes, you know, a lot of times I know they're bots because I know this isn't a real person. And, like,
Yes.
you know, like, I'll go to a party or something like that. There's no way I just met this person. You know, maybe it's like,
No.
and I'll follow them just because of the idea. They're like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, it's just trying to figure out what to do with all this fucking Amazon gift cards. And I
Yeah.
just set it up. And it gives me a fun fucking ride, dude.
Amazon gift
Dude,
cards.
and I do like I'll fuck with people for weeks, dude. It's the best because they don't know. Like,
Yeah.
it got to a point where like I legit was just like photoshopping. Like I photoshopped like 18 gift cards on my floor, and I was like, "What one do you want?" He goes, "Pick one." And I actually took another one of a gift card I had in my Amazon gift card I had in my house. I took a picture of it. My dick was in the fucking background, dude. And I was like, "Do you want this one?" And I remember at one point
They
I
messaged you
stopped.
back?
Oh, dude, yeah, they go hard. I got the most fucked up I could possibly. Sent the longest
For
fuck
shame.
you fucking post to this guy, and he's like, "What?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm just kidding." But anyways, what's going on? He goes, and I was like, "You
Where's the
fucking
gift card?"
scammer, bro! You fucking piece of shit!" Just like as hard as I could
Yeah.
possibly lean into this guy, and he goes, "What are you talking about?" I don't know what he's fucking talking. But like,
You just do like a Mexican.
I know they're like from India because
What are
of their
you
time
talking
zone, bro. They reply to me at like 9 p.m. because
Yeah.
that's their fucking like 8 a.m. They're
Yeah.
7, 8, you know, they're like, I don't know, like 15 hours ahead or behind. And like, I know they're on a different time schedule. And like, I'll fuck with them hardcore.
It has to be lucrative, man. It has to be. I mean, because there's so many scammers, they have to be making money, and that's crazy.
Oh, no, they are, dude. Like, there's a.
It's probably old people. I think old people are the ones
Oh,
that get
yeah,
scammed the
100%. Like, I went to my grandma's house like 2 weeks ago, and bro, like, I was there for like maybe an hour, and within that hour, her phone rang 12 times.
Yeah.
And it was just
Landlines
fucking
are-
people.
yeah.
Because it's like, you know, these companies just like sell their like information, not even information, just being like, here's your number, they're fucking 90.
They
That's all you need to
exist.
know.
Yep.
And like, she's like, hello. And like, dude, she's been like scammed kind of before. And I'm like, dude, it's fucked.
The thing is, like, it's so funny because scams have been around forever. Like, I mean, like as long as I can remember having a computer, I remember scams. Like I'd be on 9gag or Addicting Games,
Yeah.
and something would just pop up, and it'd be like, "Hey, you just won a fucking
Yeah,
iPad."
an Xbox 360 or PS3.
Yeah,
you
a PS3, and it's like, you won it. Like, do you want it? Like,
Yeah.
all you have to do is give me your address. It's
I
like,
know,
oh fuck,
it's so fucked.
you just have to put in your credit card info just to pay for the shipping. It's like, I don't even have a credit. Thank God I didn't have a credit card when I was a kid.
Yeah, like I even
about,
like
all the
Matt,
Club
dude.
Penguin
Matt was
skins.
low key telling me last week where he got like a fucking message from some girl, and she goes, dude, it's the typical shit.
Hey, sexy.
She goes, "Oh my god, I just feel like blessing you. I just won $1 million. I want to bless you. What's your PayPal or whatever, your Square Cash or fucking Zelle?"
Mm-hmm.
And like he was in the car, and like I mean, I get these all the time, and I just know they're fucking bullshit. And like sometimes they're like, "No, let me bless you. What's your fucking Snapchat?" And like I'm like, "Let me send you money." And then like
Send you some
I'm just
cash.
like, it'll be like, "Okay," so like dude, they'll call you and it'll be some dude and shit like that. But like Matt was telling me in the car, he's like, "No, but like this one's
Send
you."
it to me now.
Dude, Matt goes, "No, dude, this one was like legit though." But like I thought it was like a legit girl. I'm like, dude, there's telltale time, like tell
It was legit, bro.
times like you know it's I can't even say it right, but like you know it's a fucking fake person.
Yes.
because it's like a hot girl and like there'll be 4 posts and all of them will be within there's 6 hours, 6 hours,
Yes.
6 hours ago, 6 hours ago, and all the posts will be 6 hours ago, and you know they're fake. And like he's like, I sent it to like this girl and like you know all this shit, but. Here's one thing. I will end it on this one. I want to tell the story about the your blind grandma, bro.
Dude, so essentially what had happened was, yeah, this is
And
the
this
one
was in your this was
this
in
is
your
my
comedy
stand-up
step
set
yet.
because I love it so much. I have a blind, or I had, rest in peace, G-Ma. This would be my grandpa's mom. She was 90. I think she passed away at 97 or 98. But she was probably 93 or 4 in this story. I think I was like 15 or 16. And she came to visit me, my grandma, and my grandpa for a month. That's how long she was supposed to visit. And that month quickly turned into 4 months. She just wanted to stay and just get taken care of. But like she's so old that like my grandma, who is probably 70, like well into her 70s, has to take care of her. She has to bring her to and from her room. She has to change her diapers because she's, you know, cockeying herself in her sleep and stuff. And it's a lot of work for my grandma. And so my grandma Jenny, she's got this big old pumpkin nose, just a big old person nose, these big old ears, and she can't see very well. Like she doesn't have the best eyesight, so she can't see, you know, like however many feet in front of her. But she can definitely hear. She's got these big old satellites attached to the side of her head, and she could just hear literally any sound waves coming in. So she comes to visit, and what she's a little bit nocturnal. I think she goes to bed at like 4 a.m. or something like that, and she sleeps all day. But when she was awake, she would watch Murder, She Wrote. She would never not watch Murder, She Wrote. That's her favorite show. She'd watch it constantly. And obviously she can't see very well, so my grandma had pulled up a wooden chair for her to sit in that was like literally 10 inches away from the TV. Like, not even, no exaggeration. Her face was like this close to the television. And so she would just sit there and watch it. And it was loud, and I could hear it. I hated it, and it was just over and over again. I forget what the theme song sounds like, but it was so constant. And it was probably like 11 or 12 one night, and obviously she's out there watching, and I was staying there for a couple nights at the time. And my room is literally right next to where the living room is. And the way that it's set up is like, it's like my room and the living room. I have to walk through a hallway, and then as soon as I come out of that hallway, I'm basically, she's facing away from me. The TV is facing away from that hallway. So I wanted to get a snack. But the thing is, my grandma Jenny, like, if she hears someone around, like, she's going to ask you for something. Even if she doesn't need anything, she'll make something up. Can you give me water? Can you give me applesauce? Whatever. So I have to sneak by.
That's how my mom was right before she died of cancer. Anyways, keep going.
Interesting.
Anyways, keep going.
So, my grandma's like, yeah, so she's just needy for no reason. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to bust a crazy ninja mission to get behind her so I can get into the fridge and get I was trying to get cheese sticks or like string cheese. So I come out of the room. I'm tiptoeing like max quiet. Like, it takes me forever just to get to the kitchen because I'm like looking at my feet, making sure they hit the ground good, like making sure like I don't trip or anything. Like, I'm just being very calculated with my movements. And I get past the living room to where she's sitting, and I'm looking at her the whole time because I just want to make sure she's not looking at me. So I'm looking at the back of her head this entire time, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, so I'm walking by, and I see the fridge, and I'm like, all right, we're almost there. Keep walking, get to the fridge. Boom, we're at the fridge, looking at Grandma. She's not moving. I'm like, good, she can't see me. So
sorry, real quick. Is she like sitting in like the living room?
Yeah, so the living room is right next to the kitchen. She's facing away from me in her chair. Looking at the TV.
Okay.
So the TV is like, the back of her head is perfectly parallel.
How far away from the TV is she?
She's about 10 inches from the TV, and then I am probably 20 feet from her in the kitchen. Okay. And so I talked about this in the comedy set, but like, there's a way that I open the kitchen, like when I don't want to wake my mom up or make my dog bark or something, where you like put your thumb against the thing and you like kind of push it so the fridge doesn't make a loud noise.
Yeah, I know
when you open it. Yeah, you do it slowly. And so I slowly wedge that thing open, still looking at my grandma, still making sure. I grab the cheese sticks, boom, and then I just take them out, kind of with reckless abandon. I probably should have just made sure that the cheese sticks were clear of anything, but there was just a huge glass jar of pickles wedged underneath the bag of cheese sticks, and it just came tumbling down, smashed on the floor. There's glass, there's pickles, juice everywhere. Like, the whole kitchen is covered in pickle juice, and obviously she swivels her head around like fucking, like, literally I probably looked at the pickle jar and looked back, and now she's looking at me. And she's just locked on. She's locked into my eyes, and I'm just like, oh fuck, like, oh shit, she's looking at me. I don't know what to do. And she just starts staring into the darkness of the kitchen. It's completely dark in the kitchen, and at this point, I know this is a very Jurassic Park T-Rex situation where if I don't make any noise and I don't move around, she probably can't see me because her eyesight is that bad. So I'm just looking, and then she just starts calling my grandpa Les's name. She's like, Les, just screaming into the darkness. Les,
you could yell it, dude.
Les. And I'm just looking straight at her. She calls that name probably at least 10 times. Then she moves on to my grandma's name. Audrey! Just keeps screaming it. She just fucking needs water or whatever she needs.
You're not even moving, bro.
No, it's stone cold, Steve. I got my cheese sticks in my hand. I'm just looking straight at her. I'm like, fuck. And after like 3 or 4 long government minutes, she finally
Covered.
turns around, and I just left, and there's glass everywhere, and I told them that she did. I told my grandparents that my old 96-year-old grandma did it. Rest in peace,
Believe me,
Grandma Jenny.
dude.
Very funny lady, very Jewish lady.
All right, dude, we're ending it there, dude. That's amazing. Dude.
Absolutely, I had a great time. We need to do. We need to eat some more questionable shit next time. Maybe maybe we'll eat a Carolina Reaper or something.
Dude, yeah, we'll do the hot shit challenge next.
I definitely have more
I got
stories.
the hot ones, but that shit doesn't do justice. That's not even that bad.
No. We'll do the one chip challenge.
All
That'd be
right.
fun for sure, man.
Here we go.
Why this doesn't just end the same way that it did with my friends. When you said my name, I forgot how to breathe, but it's not the same. I think that I should leave. Stop playing games. I know you don't want me. Why you think that my love is free?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude. That was a good podcast.
Yeah, it was great.